I'm a law student on academic leave from the Don Honorio Ventura State University in Bacolor, Pampanga campus. That's my background. And at the same time, as part of my training, I'm doing as a law office manager, ma'am.
Katanungan pa po, sister.
Sir, you're running as an independent?
Yes, ma'am.
So, why the Senate na masyadong masikip yung race?
Well, in a democratic country, as long as there's a chance, I don't have disqualification, I don't think na masikip. I'm giving a chance to our electorate to have a choice.
Okay.
Sir Felipe, how do you intend to campaign? Are you going to use more of social media? Do you have volunteers, for example?
It has been planned already, both the traditional way of our culture in addressing our electorate by meeting them personally, and for those far-flung areas who couldn't be reached, then we will capitalize on new media, especially on social media that is being offered nowadays.
Sir, sorry, another question on my end. Sometimes candidates or aspirants who don't have the resources, sometimes they're at a disadvantage, and sometimes they're also at risk of being classified as nuisance candidate by the COMELEC. Are you worried about that possibility? What do you, I guess, how do you assure, or what do you tell the COMELEC?
There's a recent jurisprudence in the case of Albano versus Comelec. There's also a similar case in Comelec versus Marquez, where the Supreme Court candidly stated that financial capacity, even political affiliation, should not be an hindrance or should not impede or even block a candidate from running. Sabi ng Korte Suprema, di hayaan natin ang taong bayan ang maghatol. That was the case of Marquez and Albano, which the court exhorted, sir.
Sir, if you make it to the Senate, what would be your priority legislation?
As I have mentioned before, priority would be providing quality education at all levels, modernizing healthcare, and upholding the rule of law, public order, and safety. As to the question on the machinery and the resources, I have also considered that aspect, sir. I believe and I suppose that I have already prepared to run a nationwide campaign. Not could match to those who are already a well-oiled machinery, but have already established mechanisms that would do a national awareness of my campaign.
Magandang umaga po. Michael Rogas po from Radyo Pilipinas. Sir, paano po ninyo isusustain ang inyong kampanya? Kasi ang karamihan sa mga incumbent senators ngayon, nakakandidato uli, marami silang mga kaalyados na mga local leaders, mga provincial politicians, na sila po yung nagdadala para po doon sa kandidatura ng isang kandidatong senador. Kayo po, paano po naman yung estilo ng inyong gagawing pangangampanya para ma-attain po ninyo yung pong panalo ninyo this coming 2025 midterm election?
Thank you, sir. Of course, umikot na rin po tayo for a few months and introducing ourselves and putting our advocacy platform. Of course, we talk directly as well to local officials, yung mga per region as well. That's how we will reach out with them. We'll talk to them and we'll offer ourselves. Addressing to that, katulad din ng ginagawa po ng ibang mga kandidato na well-oiled or those who have been in the major party, I suppose and I believe that we can sustain as well the campaign within the meaning of our election law as well, taking into consideration any political and logistical considerations that will ensue leading towards the elections in May 12, 2025.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, next po. Sige, go ahead, Iyo.
Sir, you mentioned kanina na noong 1995, naging SK chair kayo. So, after almost 3 decades, what pushed you to revive your political career?
It's, I call, sir, political trajectory. And I have this desire when I came home from the Middle East By the way, if I may share, I'm a stare decisis in labor law in October 2020. I won a Supreme Court case. It was a landmark case on overseas recruitment where I won my case. And it became a stare decisis in the ISDI versus Montealto Jr. And thereafter, the court cited my doctrine in the case of Yarsa, Lagamayo, and NATO. And connecting to that, I have the desire to serve our country after a long hiatus in order to bring change and reform. The 29 years that I have been prepared in the Philippines and abroad should be considered as well in bringing the effective change, the servant leadership in our country and in our bureaucracy. Leadership is predicated on real public service, and you are there to serve the people. You're there to serve the country, and as what I have been always telling, what John F. Kennedy said, do not ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. I think that's my motivation. And I've also, last point, when Senator Miriam Defensor was still alive, who is my fellow Ilongga, and also from Iloilo, who was umuwi siya noon, nung nasa abroad, sinabi siya ng tatay niya, Miriam, umuwi ka ng bansa, doon ka manilbihan sa taong bayan. And I think I have that connect with what the father of Senator Miriam Defensor said. Dito na po ako maninilbihan sa atong bayan, kung ano man ang nakuha ko po na training sa labas ng bansa, dito ko po ibibigay sa aking minimithing posisyon po sa Senado.
Okay. Meron pa po? Katanong. Sige, go ahead, Iya. Pakipasa ng microphone, please. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Sir, it says on your Facebook page that you joined Kilusang Bagong Lipunan recently. Can you tell us about if this has any connection to your Senate run?
There were preliminary discussions in the past with the KBL. Apparently, due to the short time that the vetting process in joining part of the party, that was not materialized as well. So, in politics, there's twists and turns even up to the last minute. So, I've decided that the KBL aspect will have to be shelved, and I have to just run into my own platform as Senador Ligtas. So, I'm thus running an independent, ma'am.
Okay, last question, sir.
Sorry po, time is up. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Felipe. Thank you po.
Thank you po. Thank you, Comelec.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Felipe. Dito na po. Picture lang. Magpapapicture lang daw si Mr. Lee. Full name niyo, sir? Full name niyo po?
Tandy. Joseph Tandy.
Joseph Tan Lee.